Welcome back to the fifth video of this series. In this video, we're going to recode sex and then we're also going to clean cabin. So let's begin with sex. I'm going to call this as sex underscore one and it's going to be very simple. If sex is equal to male, then one, else it's going to be zero. Now, the reason we do this is any type of modeling processes will not take anything textual, right? So what we're going to do is decode it to numbers so that we can use it in while we are doing the modeling. So I'm going to copy the formula down and I got most of the values imputed with 0 and 1. So if it is 1, it's basically male, and if it's 0, it's female. I'm also going to copy the formula towards the right hand side and notice that whatever rows we are creating is equivalent to the number of passenger IDs that we have. Next, we are going to clean cabin. Now, cabin, again, there are so many missing values. As you can notice here, there are 295 values that are present, and we are going to clean all of these values. Now, we cannot really impute with values because there's just a small number of values that are present. So we're going to do it a little differently. So I'm going to paste this here, paste special values, and I'm going to say data and say remove duplicates. So when I remove duplicates, you will notice that the blanks will also be present here, right? So I'm just going to, delete this value and expand this. So as you can notice, there's a lot of variability within this particular variable, right? Which means there are so many categories, right? So out of 295 values that are present, we have 186 unique categories within them, right? So which means that we need to reduce this number. Now, how can we reduce this number? What we're going to simply do is, first let me just rename is clean cabin, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to extract the first character, and as you can notice, that's just the cabin and the number may differ, right? So the format of the cabin is it's a character, right? A character is present and then some sort of a number is present within it, right? So that's the way it's built in, right? There are other sequences where you have C23, C25, and C27. However, all of them belong to the C category, right? That way we'll be able to reduce the number of unique values that cabin holds, and wherever there is missing, what we're going to do is replace it with M, right? And we're going to extract the first characters of these cabins. To extract the first characters, obviously you use a left function. So it's going to be left of your cabin number with first character, right? So I just want the first character out of it. So if I do that, what you will notice that you'll be getting the first character of each of the cabin numbers that are present. And if I take the unique values that this particular column holds, or the first characters of each of the cabin numbers holds, I can just do a remove duplicates, say continue with the current selection and say OK. You'll notice that I get only 8 unique values, right? Including M will have 9 unique values coming in, right? So that's how we are going to clean that particular variable. To do that, we're going to write that in one simple function within here. So it's going to be cabin underscore one, and it's very simple. If the cabin is blank, then I'm going to replace it with missing. I'm just going to put capital M, comma, else I'm going to put left of cabin with one character, right? So if I do this, I'm getting M because there's a missing value. Ideally, next one I should be getting as C, right? So wherever there is missing values, you'll notice that you'll get M, but if you're getting any such cabin numbers, you're just getting the first character of it, right? So if I drag this down, I should be able to get all the cabin numbers. Now when I drag this right, I have 1309 cabin. Now we need to do a little bit check about how many, what are the number of categories. It should ideally match up to the ones that we have done. So I just copied that and paste special values, the entire column, right? And what I can do here with this is say remove duplicates, say OK. And for cabin, as we have seen there, we've got 9 categories in that, right? Now let's check the count of these categories, right? But before that, we are just going to create a name for these two also, right? So I'm just going to select these two, and from the formulas tab, say create from selection and say top row, right? That way sex1 and cabin 1 is created for me to use. So I want to know how many records lie in each of these categories. With that, I can use simply say count ifs function. The criteria range is going to be cabin 1, and the criteria is going to be this particular value here, right? So if I drag this formula down, you'll notice that I get all of these records available with me, right? Now only problem is we have one T record, so we're just going to ignore this particular thing right now. We're just going to use most of these here, right? And within the test data set, obviously, let's check if there is a T within it or no, right? So okay, let me just select it here. Okay, so let's see T. It's just one, and it's present within the trained data set. So we'll not give it that importance. While we are doing one hard coding or creating dummies, we should ideally exclude the T variable. So that's the way of cleaning sex1 and cabin. In the next video, we are going to look at sibs and spouse and parch and children variable and see if we can extract something out of it.